The crypto gaming space is ready, with many crypto gaming tokens finally looking like they're going to launch. Not only am I going to talk about some that are coming up, I'm going to be giving you the alpha as someone that went to GDC, the Game Developers Conference, the most highly anticipated event in all of crypto gaming, where a lot of these crypto games went ahead and gave some pretty incredible alpha. If you enjoy this kind of content, as always, like and subscribe. We bring you gaming content every single day, and let's get right into it. So the first play I want to touch base on is Nyan Heroes. There's an objective where you stand on it, get points over time if you hold the point. This has to be the #1 project in all of crypto gaming that I personally am looking forward to in terms of a gameplay standpoint. I don't know about how the token's going to do. I'm pretty sure it's going to do pretty damn well, but I do know that in terms of a game, Nyan Heroes is the best game in all of crypto gaming. That is big coming from someone that has played hundreds of crypto games at this point. Very simple, but does have some complex mechanics. There are characters like Ghost, which he has the assassin characteristics, all the way to Atlas. He's the blue guy, which goes ahead and destroys his opponents with his ultimate that just shatters the earth in one fell swoop. They also have a pretty awesome campaign currently going on right now with Nyan Heroes having missions, and missions are huge because these meows will actually translate into what is to be called the Nyan token, which is their premier token, which is used in their ecosystem pretty much to fund all transactions going through the Nyan token. If this game is to become a game that gets hundreds of thousands of DAU, then I presume that Nyan token is of course going to be fairly valuable. If there's any airdrop that I am to tell people, of course none of this is financial advice, I would say personally I've really enjoyed Nyan Heroes. I actually played on a tournament for Nyan Heroes and we did pretty well. We didn't win, but it was a blast of a time. Meows are going to be huge. It's pretty much a social campaign. You hop on there, like their posts, etc., etc. Nothing in game so far, as the game is still pretty early on, but we have actually gotten some information on stage 2. On the 26th, they're actually starting their third and final stage of their play to airdrop campaign. So that means that I'm guessing Nyan is coming real soon. They have a couple things here talking about referral points. We actually do have a referral code if you're going to be getting on this. It is 0x Jesus Martinez. Of course, I want to get my meows as well. You get meows for registering yourself. I did actually play this game during GDC, and I've got to say, the Wolves Den, everybody was very excited. It was the stickiest game in the entire conference. So if that's a compliment, you know, that's the highest compliment you could probably get. They're also officially in the top 10 most wishlisted games on the Epic Games store, which means that clearly there is a lot of demand when it comes to Nyan Heroes. Something else you should know is that their team used to be called Rude Robot Studios, an independent game developer founded in 2021, now called 9 Lives Interactive. They're operating entirely remote, so you've got that power there, and they're on a quest to reshape the gaming landscape, which I think they're doing a pretty good job of, because there's a lot of hype for this one, especially considering the fact that it is going to be launched on Solana. Now, the next project on this list is Elixir, with their Elixir token coming very soon, backed by Square Enix, one of the largest companies in all of gaming. They're going ahead and launching what is to be a new gaming age. Why I'm so excited for Elixir is because of their IDO. For one, their token price, it's only 5 cents with a 400k total allocation. It's not a lot. They do have a refund policy, which I think is pretty awesome, and it's going to be coming pretty soon. This is also on Solana. I do believe that Solana is giving, at least for me, the best terms for games building on there. I'm very excited to see what the Solana Foundation ends up building. And when it comes to crypto gaming, there are a few chains that will be able to compete with the likes of Solana, Ronin being one of them. I do love the Ronin fam, so shout out to you if you are holding Ron. But I do think that I'm super bullish on what Solana is building, and Elixir launching what is a launch pad on Solana is going to be huge, providing a first of its kind ecosystem to incubate new Web3 games in the format of an IGO. They also have this Elix token, which is pretty much the token that you're going to use if it ever reminds you of a token called Cetify. Well, yeah, it kind of does. I mean, Cetify right now is a $290 million market cap, $485 million fully diluted. Not to say that this is going to be the leader in the industry. Cetify has really carved its advantage so far, but Elixir is a launchpad that I think is going to be extremely hyped. A lot of people are likely to get into this one, and if you can get launch pads during a season that is filled with token launches, which I do know that there are at least 30 tokens that are going to be launching in the next couple of months, it's going to be huge. You want to be in launch pads. This is your opportunity to get into a launch pad early. I'm going to be getting into this, of course. They do have a free mint whitelist, which you complete tasks to try to get. They have these flasks that are consumables, which will give you access to the IDOs and different rarities. There is a system, of course, kind of like Cetify, where the amount of elixir you have will go ahead and lead on to more and more and more. They also have acquired the Lit token, which is Lit Labs. So this is not an ecosystem that you're going to want to miss out on. Now, the next project on this list is a GDC banger. This was one of the top projects in terms of hype during the Game Developers Conference. It's called Bloodloop. In Bloodloop, it's a 5v5 tactical hero shooter. Their token is coming out very soon. In fact, by the time this video uploads, like, we're days away. Very, very close to the day of the IDO for Bloodloop. The cool thing that I like about Bloodloop is their game mode Energy War, which Energy War is actually something pretty unique. I think it's going to take some learning curve in terms of trying to learn this, but think of like Escort the Payload as well as every other Capture the Flag game mode you've ever listened to, combine them together and you get Energy War. We really haven't seen any gameplay toward this just yet, but I do think once this hits the industry, it's going to be very interesting to see how player retention works on Energy War. Right now, they do just have Team Deathmatch. It's the easiest one to digest. Very obvious what it has inside of it. But I have seen a lot of esports players. They've all said that they enjoy Bloodloop a lot. And this is one of my Avalanche picks that I'm looking forward to very soon. Yes, this is on AVAX. Yes, the AVAX team is all over Bloodloop. Bloodloop was like a game that nobody was talking about, and then all of a sudden became a huge contender in the industry. They've actually gone ahead and done a lot of marketing very recently. They're also growing at a pretty astronomical rate. They've got 126k followers. They've got a campaign going there. So not something you're going to want to sleep on. It is going to be on Cetify with their public round starting in very soon. Like, I think it's March 28th. The registration ends March 27th, 1 p.m. UTC. So if you're looking at it right now and you're on Cetify, if you looked at our alpha, I mean, we got into Cetify before $1, then you're going to want to go ahead and check this one out. Now, the next one on this list and the last one is going to be Mixmob. Now, this is going to be the undervalued pick. This is the more degen pick, the more high risk play, but it is one that I'm looking forward to because of one very specific thing that they've got going on. If you actually look at their roadmap right now, you'll be able to see that during 2024 Q1, which we're still in Q1 right now, the mobile launch of Mixmob is going to be coming. This is a racer game. They are actually a gaming studio. They're going to have multiple games out there. As you can see, Q4, they will have their second game demo, but they have already released their first game called Racer 1, which Racer 1 has already had a lot of hype. They're also on Solana, which if you've seen anything on the channel, we love Solana at this point. So this is a no-brainer for us. With the mobile launch, I'm suspecting that a lot of hype is going to come to Mixmob. It's probably going to be their big moment to shine. Their token has kind of just been stabilizing around that 7 to 10 cent range. So anything between that is my good value range. Like, I think that's perfectly fine to go ahead and see. Look at the past month, kind of just ranging there, just waiting for the next big catalyst. The reason that I found out about them is because they had a very interesting pre-sale meta where people essentially bought these mix bots during the pre-sale, and that ended up giving them an airdrop of the MXM token. I see that as a pretty unique model. I see a lot of people beginning to use that as well. So they're taking inspiration from Mixmob. The floor price for these things is really cheap. You pretty much need them. Get in the game, gives you a unique advantage over some of those free-to-play ones. Mixmob launched on Bybit February 1st, so this is a pretty fresh launch. Y'all know what I say about launches. You typically want to get into these either before the launch, or you want to get into it like maybe 2 to 3 weeks after the launch when things have actually gone ahead and stabilized. We also have the World Clash, which is going to be coming to Mixmob, as well as staking, which we all love staking because that reduces the circulating supply. They're fully embracing cryptocurrency right now with several facets. They have gamers, which win crypto by racing robots, supporters, which win crypto by staking on gamers, and degens, which make crypto by staking in general. They also have really cool esports mode where you can go ahead and bet on people with SUDS tokens, their soft currency, which I think is awesome. And that's going to be it. So if you enjoyed this video, as always, like and subscribe. We're here to bring you the alpha every single day. Of course, these plays are all high risk. The crypto gaming space is very spicy, but nonetheless, these are games that are out that you can play, that you can try. It is so exciting to finally be at this point in the industry where there are things, products to showcase. And so with that being said, stay classy, and I'll see you on the next one.